Grim? How about we skip the pleasantries and get back to usual pointless drudgery? Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task. Oh, whatever. You? No, Grim, you have not. Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations. Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research. Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than... Yes, exactly. Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job. No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night. What do you mean? Pish posh, that is an impossibility. It cannot happen. Be serious, Grim. Ha! The sense of humor you have. However, I appreciate your attempt to cheer me up. Well, good night.
Yo ho ho! What can old Mortimer provide you with today?
You know, pursuing my art has given me insights. I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning. A disarray of thoughts. Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life. They exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing. It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar, copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions. While the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive, ever. But why? What would that change? Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grimm? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them, to imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness. Then you have much yet to learn. Good night, Grimm.
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff? You've been clicking around for quite a while. You have the fortitude to keep on with the grind until the very end. Must be why fate chose you instead of all the other candidates. Lost souls. No weirder than your death. At least that got you here. To the office. where you belong.
The beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim? No. Indeed, alas, transformations often require sacrifices. Do you agree? My high spirits leave me at a loss for words. What you always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
If I ever return to the seas, I'd have ye on me crew anytime.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be more experimental, or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques? Technique, composition, style, method, structure, effet de rire, oui or not? It can go either way. Your blank stare tells all. No, not really. I have been most occupied. Fine. Let us take... My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. A dystopian monoculture enforced by Frolix Productions, the only remaining Ultra Corporation. It will not last long. Nearly all resources have already been wasted. Humans turned into food paste to feed the starving affluent, into batteries to power the distraction complexes. One has to admire the ingenuity of Walt Guybrush. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all. Are you sure you are trying hard enough? What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world? Sure you do. It's the culmination of all your choices. Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort? Of course you do. A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away. Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds? Fate unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes? Minds and personalities erased, people reduced to look like mindless drones consuming the entertainment of frolics. That looks like a nerve stapler. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation. All seems to be outside our timid grasp already. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night. It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now. An immaculate execution. The work of an artist. From imaginative spirits to mindless automatons, then ground to dust by their malicious overlords when crisis finally struck. A swan song for those who forgot how to dream and improve, and gave themselves to lethargic mediocrity. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion. Soon enough. Patience, my friend. Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
You've done well, Grand Reaper. No. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent. So, what comes next? Depends on the perspective. I'm sure the world thinks otherwise. You can relax now. No one left to ruin everything, and nothing left to ruin. If such a button existed, it'd obviously be called, like, New World Plus. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for. Sums you right up. Either devastating mediocrity or destructive apathy. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you. As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
Hey! If it isn't my good pal Grimoire. Heck, has it already been a month? It's like you just got here a couple hours ago. Word is, you've caused a huge mess out there in the world. Everything's like burning, drowning, dying all at once. Thought you had it locked down. I suppose you'll just have to live with it then. A ruin on your hands, the office disgraced. I don't think there's a redemption arc out of this one. That there's a mystery I can't help you with. I ain't privy to the intricacies of the work upstairs. Maybe you'll figure it out someday. Eventually. I wonder what's going to happen with the office now that you've got very little left to do. You betcha. Might be time to get that last drink, huh? Sure, what's your poison? I still haven't got the balance of this one quite right. It may need a bit more tinkering. You certain? Could be its sibling or a doppelganger. Ooh, spooky. Quite the mystery. You gotta investigate. Exciting! Although honestly, I just figure there's been a mistake over at the calculatorium or data management. Everyone says data mongers are near perfect and won't let any errors through. Come on, who really believes that? What else you got in mind? Heck, were I able to count and name all the folks? You likely haven't fully realized the size of this place. We've got you Reapers and all the myriad departments, the Custodian Legion, the weariless data grinders of the Calculatorium, the Abysmal Archive with its archivists. Cadaver Resources, they're just plain odd, but someone's got to deal with the internal issues. Middle Management, nobody knows what they actually do. Higher Management, but they don't visit us, basically ever. Same with Fate. Many of the regular workers come by the den though, so keep your eyes and ears open. What else you got in mind? Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
What ho, matey! At last we meet here, the finest tavern in all the lands. You know, I'm reminded of the time me and me crew were sailing around the Cape of Ill Omen. And corresponding to the name, a mighty storm or a brewing right on the horizon. Shook our ship to and fro. Many of me mates swept into the icy depths of the unforgiving ocean. Aye, the sea's a cruel mistress, no ways about it. A sudden, we're struck upon by the dread Corsair Darius Greybeard, me nemesis. One of many, truthfully. A furious battle ensued, cannons blasted, full broadside, heavy damage dealt to me faithful ship. Soon Darius and I engaged in hand-to-hand combat. Stab! Slash! The Greybeard, cloven in twain, along with his head, ransacked the rival craft and set it ablaze. 'Tis the finale of many a pirate's out there, you know, less glamorous than one may expect. Absolutely, ye scallywag. Old Mortimer's always willing to hear tales of glorious exploits. I see. 'Twas a most remarkable tale, a marvelous memoir, a fabulous fable. In return, I offer ye a gift. This here contraption's called a phantasmalizer. Use it to measure the many spirits ye have imbued into your gullet, handy after any visit to the tavern. 'Twas a great pleasure to have your attention. Time to head back to me emporium. Commerce awaits. Time's running out, friend.
last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose? As you wish. It does not matter. One human is not enough to save the species, after all. But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty. That would seem fairly obvious by now, I gather. The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity, not a bit. But why, you ask? I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence, these humans, the endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape, that we cannot escape. Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along, piece by piece. No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away. Your hollow judgment is insignificant at this point. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.